How's it going, guys? I wanted to do a quick video review on a book called Wealth Magic by Damon Brand. Now, I was searching the internet for some other video reviews on Wealth Magic. Couldn't really find anything. The best reviews that I found were on Amazon. There was a lot of good reviews and a lot of bad reviews, and the good reviews were pretty positive, but they didn't really go into the in-depth workings of how the wealth magic actually worked in their life. So I actually started in May of 2017. I want to say I started the primer to the wealth magic, which is not actually referred to as a primer, but it basically is a initiation into the magic, so to speak. What it was called is the daily ritual. The daily ritual is a couple sentences that you repeat to yourself every single day. If you're familiar with affirmations or affirmations, you would kind of understand exactly what this is doing. But basically, the statements is something to the effect of, "How did I become so wealthy?" And then another one, "Why am I so wealthy?" Basically, asking yourself these questions for a set number of days, and just saying those many times each day, over and over again, as often as possible. It kind of like gets you in the mental habit of becoming aligned with wealth. Now, that's the first working, right? That's the pre-working, so to speak. Then, after a couple weeks of that, you dive headfirst into the first ritual. In the first ritual and in the second ritual, I had actually partnered up with a friend who is in Greece, in Greece, and me and him actually were working on this Amazon affiliate program. Now, he had an eBay store and I had an Amazon affiliate account, so we're basically making a little extra money on the side. The second working, it is known to be very disruptive, so to speak. It kind of shakes things up in your life. I gotta say, when I started doing the second working, that whole Amazon stuff kind of just fizzled away. I guess they caught on to me trying to make some quick, easy money, and they weren't too happy about that, so they closed my affiliate account down. No worries, not to worries. I had actually started a job at a printing company, like business cards and signs and stuff. I had started back at this company in May, which coincided perfectly with the beginning of Wealth Magic. The beginning of my re-employment back at this location, at this establishment, actually came with a lot of. Basically, it was a promise of a stake in the company. So I went into employment at this location again with a long-term vision, right? The company was doing X amount of money per month. By the time I'd gotten to the third working, the sales had started growing. The revenue that we had started bringing in had started growing. And right around the third working, I started finding other opportunities to increase my wealth as well. So I actually started making a lot more YouTube videos, as you could see in my channel. I had also joined more affiliate programs, not Amazon, other affiliate programs, some of which I have on my YouTube. I've also opened back up my AdSense account, so my videos now have ads in them where I can collect some revenue. I also have 2 more websites that I am doing affiliate marketing for. I got involved in a company that with a few friends that create subconscious mind programming. It's crazy, just the amount of things that the wealth magic kind of pushed me to do. It's super simple workings too. Like, it really doesn't take more than 5-10 minutes a day to do these rituals. Just set aside 5-10 minutes a day. Doesn't require any specific paraphernalia, so to speak. No candles, no altars, no shrines, none of that. All you need is a printout of the sigils, printout of the talismans, and the talismans or seals or whatever you want to call them. They're referred to as various things in the book. So it's really simple. It took like 5 minutes a day, 5 to 10 minutes a day. Granted, I will be completely honest, I didn't do it every single day that I was supposed to. There are days that I did miss the ritual, but I continued until I completed the set number of days. Like some ritual it says 17 days, some ritual says 33 days. I actually don't remember the exact numbers off the top of my head, but I'm just saying it's like everything's about a month long. So then we start getting into the fourth working and fifth working territory. Things are actually starting to take off a lot at work. My duties had started to increase. The finalization of putting my stake in papers had started. The time had actually started coming to put things into writing. So my time started becoming a lot more devoted into work. Started working a lot more hours. I started having opportunities to learn a lot more different things. Financial stuff started looking a lot brighter. My savings started looking better. My expenses started going down because I was becoming more conscious of where my money was going. Now, the sixth working was where things got kind of hazy. I say hazy because right after I finished the sixth working, I went out of town and I didn't take my talisman or my magic with me, and I was gone for 5 days. So there was a whole 5 days where I didn't do any of the wealth magic. And it actually was almost a month and a half until I picked it back up. So I completed the sixth working and then I started the seventh working. And those of you who have read the book or may have skimmed through the chapters or have read the table of contents know that there is a demon involved. The first 6 workings all involve angels. There is I believe the second or third working are working with the 3 angels of omnipotence. They are, I want to say, Atuesuel, Ibuhuel, and Aniquel. I think I said those names right. So those 3 angels of omnipotence are supposedly supposed to be the basically what makes working with the demon at the end safe. Because these 3 angels of omnipotence oversee the whole operation of this wealth magic, and this wealth magic book itself was actually developed in a way to make the magic entirely safe, so you can actually call on the demon at the end without worrying. Now, I know that I personally was kind of taken aback when I first heard about demons. Not something that I would go out of my way to mess with before wealth magic. But before I actually did wealth magic, I actually called upon the angel Daniel to remove obstacles, fears of becoming wealthy. And then I also have some friends who are pretty into the occult, and they kind of talked to me about working with demons, and that, it doesn't matter whether you're working with angels or demons. They're all smart energy. They're all various forms of connecting with the quantum energy. People have this misconception that demons are really, really, really bad. Now, don't get me wrong, demons are on the negative spectrum of things. They are not necessarily the benevolent entities, but that doesn't mean that you can't have some demons do work for you. So now that disclaimer is out of the way, that yes, wealth magic does have demons, and that I was afraid of working with demons before, but I'm not anymore. I started working with the 7th working, the demon named Clownic. Now that demon is a demon of wealth, as it describes it in the book. Now, up until this point, the magic that I'd been doing was pretty strong, pretty straightforward, and whenever I would call on the angels, do the workings using the seal of callings, I actually feel this energy pulse through my body. That's how I know I made contact with that being. Whenever I felt that, it's almost like a buzz, like this, my whole butt, like it's happening right now as I'm describing it, because I can feel it just by thinking about it. So my entire body starts to buzz, starting from my head, then my shoulders, and then my entire body buzzes. That's how I know I'm working. This contact with this entity has been established. Now, with the demon, Clownic, the feeling is a lot significantly more different. It is more of a powerful presence, like pride, almost like the deadly sin pride. I just feel it throughout my entire body, calling on the demon and asking him to uh, just asking for the ability to bask in wealth, the revel in the wonders. Working was a pretty powerful experience. So where am I at financially right now? I'm not significantly wealthy. This is 6 months in. A little over 6 months actually. I started in May. So we're here at the end of the 7th working, and I'm making this YouTube video to let you guys know that yes, I did complete the entire thing. Things have started shifting as towards the better. I'm not rich by any means, but in the 7th working, I also got into cryptocurrency, and I am up by 30% since I started. So whatever investments that I had made had started seeing positivity. I haven't cashed out yet because now is not the time to cash out, but CloudNeck actually gave me insights onto which cryptocurrency to invest in. It's kind of crazy how I just all of a sudden acquired inside knowledge on which coins to invest. It's the only thing I can attribute it to is it's either luck or it's the magic that I've been doing, and the law of causation goes to say that if something that I've been doing is likely to cause an effect that I'm seeing, then it's probably likely that the causation caused the effect. So that means that the magic that I'm doing most likely caused this stuff to appear in my life positively. Now, I also wanted to give you a friend's account as well. The friend that I was telling you about in Greece, he is also working on Wealth Magic. He started about a month after me, and he just now finished as well. Like I said, I did that month-long break in between. But I asked him to shoot over a little info on what I can add as a review on his behalf, and he sent me this, so I'll read it out to you. He said, I started around June, making less than $100. Worked hard for a straight month, and my sales doubled. In September, I acquired a trustworthy and reliable partner. My income has multiplied tenfold. Tenfold, that's a lot. 10 times. Wow. I recently made some small steps investing in another field. Wonder what that is. Now I have a business that can pay for my bills. My next step is to hire someone. Now that's pretty cool. When I first started with this Wealth Magic, me and this guy, we were working on his eBay store. He was selling his stuff on eBay through drop shipping through Amazon. And he says that his income has multiplied tenfold. Now, that's a pretty steep increase. That's a 1,000% increase. So, the magic certainly has worked for him. He said something along the lines of he wished he had something better, but I honestly think that's a good review that he provided. So I hope this video documentation of Wealth Magic course or book or program, whatever you want to call it, I hope it was useful, that you got something out of it. I do highly recommend this book, Wealth Magic by Damon Brand. I highly recommend the Gallery of Magic. They have simplified the occult practices down to something so simple that you don't need any fancy equipment. You don't need any candles or altars or incense or shrines or crystals or anything like that. You just have a book, a printout of a sigil, and a piece of paper in front of you or the book in front of you with what to say. Set your mind right, go straight to the magic, and, well, I hope you guys see extreme wealth and prosperity by using Wealth Magic. Peace.